Alright, what's up everybody? This is Chang. So today we're doing the next video in my Dynasty Warriors 6 walkthrough. This is going to be the battle of Yellow Turp. I actually don't know what this is going to be yet, but it's Lu Xun. We're going to be playing as Lu Xun. So moving through the list here. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, and share. Help me get to 1,000 subs. I'll talk again after this. Hold on.
The wake of the Yellow Turban Rebellion introduced a period when rival warlords fought for dominion over the land. Meanwhile, Yuan Shao and the recently risen Cao Cao were readying for a large battle. At the same time, Sun conquered the Wu territory. Afterwards, he swept aside all before him and came to hold Jiangdong. Lu Xun came from a powerful family that was defeated by Sun Ce, who made a commitment to Lu Xun that if he was able to distinguish himself in battle, the Lu family could be revived under a Wu king. He thus became one of Sun Ce's most important officers. His first battle would take place at Cao Cao's capital of Chang.
My lord, I have secured the path so that we may advance. Now all of our forces can fight those defending Chang and defeat them all.
Oh, thanks, Lu Xun. That's really good. We're all counting on you.
It's nothing, really. I only ask that you remember the boon.
Ah, the one about your family, right? I haven't forgotten. In fact, I think you've done a lot to redeem your family name today. They're just riding on your glory. Well, it's time we taught the enemy a lesson. All right, let's go!
My family will rise again. Whatever it takes, I swear I will do it.
Alright, so we are on a very different level than I was expecting. This is the Battle of Chang, Invasion of Chang, which is a very interesting level. This is going to be one of those ones where we have to make a choice here. I'm probably just going to choose to go to the side because opening the gates takes freaking forever. It's not really worth it. So, yeah, I'm going to just head immediately to the left with all of our other troops. This is Lu Xun, who's pretty cool, honestly. He has like an interesting single sword in this game. It honestly feels like his moveset belongs on a different character, not gonna lie, but they kind of make it work. And it's interesting, his story in this game is to redeem the family name. I don't think I've ever remembered that being his story before or after. So, interesting. We're going into Chang here, storming the castle, require a double gate quickly or sneaking around to the back. So yeah, we're gonna go to the back because I don't think it's really worth it. I may like take out some stuff up here just to make it easier for them. Do I have a horse? Well, if I don't have a horse, then maybe I will stay here. Because if I don't have a horse, then I kind of can't go anywhere. But we'll see. Yeah, so Lu Xun is interesting. Very unique moveset here, quick movements. I mean, he's like young and they kind of embody that a lot with this like a Lu Xun type character. They just make him kind of like, not immature, that's not it, but it's just that he is just kind of like quick movements, unique attacks. He has this like interesting tattoo on his face that like, again, the Lu Xun in this game is like, doesn't really make any sense. He doesn't really look like any other Lu Xun in other games. It's not a bad look. It honestly isn't. So it's just interesting. I'm not sure what they were going for with it, but again, not bad. Just different. If I had to give a description of it, it's just a very different look. So I guess what I'll do, since where are the ladders? Okay, there's one. So I'm just going to stay here because I don't have a horse. I never picked one. That's what happened. Okay, well, I guess I could just pick I could pick a horse if this doesn't work. But for now, I'm just going to try climbing up here. Get up there. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me, Lu Xun? Well, if I can't do this, then we're just going to get out of here because this is a big fat waste of my time. This is what makes the capture parts so awful in this game, is that you're just like, the enemies don't do a good job of keeping the gate safe. Like, they just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? So like it just ends up being a big problem. Yeah, open that in 5 minutes. It's like insanity to do that. So we'll just come up here and see if we can do some stuff. Again, I'm like already super hurt because I'm a new character here. Haven't even gotten my Renbu 2 yet, so we'll see how we do here. But yeah, he just swings his sword really quickly. He's got a very quick move set. This weird flamey thing where he swings at the whatever. I don't even really know what's going on with that. I just saw a giant rock destroy one of these ballistas. That's pretty cool. It wasn't me, although I did take it, so it does kind of work out, I guess. But yeah, the thing about this game that's hard about the destroying the these things is like the main gate is sitting there. It's got people all around it, but I'm sure there's a defense captain just blocking all of our ability to do anything, and it's really annoying when they don't do anything to stop it. You'd think that they would just like maybe stop it, but they like never do. It's very weird. But yeah, so we'll see how it happens here. I mean, if I don't get this in 5 minutes, I'm just gonna restart and get a horse because I didn't get a horse this time. It's not the end of the world. It's just lessons in this game. Obviously, you have to take it a little bit more slow than I did at the beginning of this. See, there we go. We destroyed all the ballistas, and I bet you freaking money that our thing isn't even trying. Yeah, see, there's a defense captain here, so as a result, they just don't even move. Look at this. It hasn't even moved yet, so what a waste. You know, and that's what I'm talking about with the like ballista levels is like, this is, you know, like, okay, good, you guys did it, finally. There's a minute left for y'all to destroy it, and it's got to literally putter along. So this is why, like, whenever the option is to tear down a stronghold, if there's a choice, I don't take it. Because, I mean, where is it? There it is. And it hits it, and it does a ton of damage, which is cool. But then you go, okay, well, it did that. That's great. But see, there's a minute left, and I'd rather just get the experience taking out the generals that they're fighting over there. So, like, and you lose Renbu. So, like, this is just not nearly as good. But again, I think we will get this done. So, yeah. But yeah, Lucian is cool. I like how he has his hand out, like, constantly. It's pretty cool. Pretty interesting moveset where he's just like, what's up? I have my hand out because I'm like magic or whatever. Even though he's not really magic. He's really not. He's just a dude. Alright, so we did take the gates. Maybe we will just let this go and see what happens. But yeah, so we'll keep working for now and see how we do. Again, I might not take this one because I don't feel super great about it, just because of the fact that we got super beat up and all that stuff. Although we can just keep hitting this guy forever, apparently. That's pretty sick. And see, I'm playing through Dynasty Warrior 7 right now, too. And in Dynasty Warrior 7, Lu Xun is very similar to this, where he just kind of continues to destroy people. It's pretty cool. You can just combo people forever when you're playing as Lu Xun in Dynasty Warrior 7. So what I like is that they pretty much kept that in this game for this guy. Lu Xun in Dynasty Warrior 6 was like Combo City, and so they were just like, you know, let's keep it going. And they really did it. So there goes that guy. Let's go ahead and go and get this increase in attack. Let's get that guy. All right, so now we're here. We're at the main gate here. So let's start working on people. But yeah, he's quick moves. He's got some good, I mean, again, you can tell where they like really liked certain people's movesets because they like went all out on them. Lu Xun's is really good. The one that sucks is the giant club. Going through, I'll do this at some point in this game, so don't worry, I'm sure people have thought about this. I want to show every single moveset in this game, especially the ones that are clones, and show you just how little effort they put into the clone movesets in this game. It's pretty embarrassing, not gonna lie, to see what they thought was like gonna fly with people. I mean, it literally is embarrassing. And they were like, you know, it's fine. And I'm like, no, this is not fine. It's not good. You put like no effort into some of these movesets in this game. That is hysterical, and I think it's fun. But yeah, so we did that. I guess what we'll do is just head up towards the towers. But again, we don't have a lot of time. So this is why I think I might end up still just restarting it, because I do need a horse really badly. I have 3 minutes to get rid of everything. And again, like the front of the gate, honestly, yeah, let's just restart. The way that I see it is like Lu Xun's cool. Very unique moveset in this game. Again, his moveset feels like it belongs on a different character. If you think you have an idea, I don't know who I think it belongs on, but it definitely doesn't feel like a Lu Xun moveset. So let's go ahead and get... Let's see what we should do here. Let's get this one. He seems cool. I didn't even check all this stuff out. I mean, this doesn't really matter yet because, interesting. Where are his Renbu things? It looks like there's one. So that seems like a no. It's probably just gonna be from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or down here it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's that one, and then there's infinite. So that's where we want to be. What's this other gold one over here? Oh yeah, that's a good one. So it looks like they've even let you know which ones they think you should go for because they're gold in background. It makes sense. All right, so I'm gonna just forget this part of the map completely. I'm just gonna leave and go towards the other side of the map. I just feel like it's just worth it to go over to the side of the level. You get more experience, take out generals, and over here it's just like you can show just how bad the like siege mode is in this game. They were working it out. This game had a lot of innovation to it, and so I think they just had to work with what they had. But Lu Xun's moveset though is really cool. It's really easy to juggle forever. Like sometimes movesets, even though they say you can swing forever, there's a very clear moment where it stops. With Lu Xun's, it really does feel like you can just constantly hit people because it looks like they're about to hit the ground, but then you can still hit them and it like actually registers, which is pretty awesome. Didn't feel like that was the case with a lot of other people in this game. It seemed like it was just you had to work with what you got. But in this guy, Lu Xun's pretty good. So let's see what his grabs are. I haven't actually checked his grabs. So he jumps on a guy and then blasts him in the face, and then his regular grab is, again, this is one of those things where Dynasty Warriors 6 innovated in a way that's really cool. 2 grabs, awesome. And then expanding movesets is a cool idea. I just think Renbu was the weirdest way to do it. But having double grabs is cool. Having 2 different dash attacks is awesome. Like light and heavies is like a great idea. I don't know why they like. Again, this is that thing where I feel like what happens with Koei is they get really scared and stuff because people complain about something in the game. As a result of complaining about something in the game, they just scrap everything and they just break it all down. They're smart in that they reuse a lot of assets in old games, but I think they still just, it's weird. It's weird that they were like, okay, I guess we need to get rid of every good thing about Dynasty Warriors 6 and like pretty much get rid of everything. But they kept swimming, I guess. They did keep swimming in this game. All right, so now we're going to go way up here. We're going to go way around to, let me just check the map here. We have to get up into that. So I think I can go through this gate right here on the side, right next to me, that everyone's trying to run away in. Go here, and then from here we're going to go through the main camp to get to that other stronghold. Because again, I don't really care about opening up the main gate. I really don't. I mean, it shows the like way that they like didn't do this super great. So let's see what happens if I set this on fire. Okay, so it just freaks everybody out. They all get hurt. That's good, I guess. It's cool. And I get experience for everybody I take out. Oh, that's pretty neat. Okay. Okay, I like that. Good way to boost up experience. I realize that in this game, a lot of you get your peak characterness if you can do a lot of stuff that gets you experience on the side. That's like where it's at. So let's go ahead and get this double increase in attack. We're gonna come running around this bend and go up the stairs, and then we're going to get this other gate. From there, we'll be able to take down the watch towers. But for now, we should rush to get to that. We'll just leave Cao Hong, because who cares? But yeah, no, this game is good, honestly. Like, as I've talked about this a bunch, this game really is underrated because it was bad because the Renbu thing was such a drastic change, and it seemed unnecessary to change something like the Renbu. Like, I don't know why they thought this was a good idea to just like change movesets that they had been using for so long that were really not bad. Like, the movesets in the early Dynasty Warriors games weren't terrible. So I think that's where people were just like, why? Why did you change it? You didn't have to. And it's true, they did not have to, but for some reason they felt the need to Renbu switch it. But the levels in this game are great. The maps are great. It's just weird. Like, you think about one mistake, one game changed the entire, like, this is so dramatic sounding, but it's true. One game just changed everything about how Dynasty Warriors games were. Like, it took them till Dynasty Warriors 8, so like years after 6, to be able to like kind of recover the trust. Because I think 7 people were like, this is better, but it still wasn't right. And it makes sense because there were still clone movesets in 7. There's actually more clone moves in 7 than in 6. Because at least in 6, the characters that are cloned are people you don't really play as. Except for randomly Xiaoqiao. I don't know why. They must have been almost to the point where they figured something out with that. But I don't know why, but Xiaoqiao was a unique moveset in this game, but only was available in free mode. It doesn't really make any sense. But again, things that confuse me about this game is, why would you redesign? I mean, you redesign these characters to look so cool. It is weird that certain characters were just completely removed from this game. Like, Da Qiao is gone. Jian Wei is gone. Peng De is gone. Why are these characters not in the game? It doesn't really make any sense to anybody. And I think that's the thing. It's like, if you're going to do a reboot of a series, which, like, I'm all about a good old-fashioned reboot of a series. Like, that stuff doesn't really bother me. But it's like, okay, if you're going to do a reboot of a series, why would you not completely, like, simplify it? Why would you do, like, this half decision? So, like, why were there some characters that were still here? Like, why were some characters still in the game and other characters not? How come most characters have movesets that are awesome and then the other ones don't? Like, what was the plan with that? Like, is that going to go well? Absolutely not. Like, people were furious with this game and how it went because they were like, why did you, like, change all these movesets? Why did you change weapons? That was a big one. And, like, they still freaking do that. Why do they change weapons in these Dynasty Warriors games? It's like, stop it. Stop changing the weapons. You've established that Zheng He is going to have claws, and yet then you make it pay for it as DLC? Like, what the heck? So, like, these are the types of things that they do where I'm like, can there not be controversy linked to a Dynasty Warriors game just for 1 second? And then apparently no. Apparently that's just impossible. So that's the stuff that happens in these games that just make people go, did you have to do it? Did you feel good when you kind of messed up the entire franchise? It's a little dramatic, but you know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Anyway, I'm going to stop talking. I've been going for a long time. I'm going to get rid of these last 2 things. I love that did they give up on the external gate? It looks like they just stopped trying. It's pretty great. Again, I love this game, but it's pretty funny because you just look at it and go, guys, are you going to ever get into the castle? Because it seems like y'all don't care. It seems like y'all aren't trying to get into the castle at all. And they're totally not. So, you know, it's fine. It's still an underrated game. I just think that I laugh at the ways that they handled some of the stuff in this game. It's just weird. It's weird that they went the direction they did with 6. Again, so much of the game is fantastic. Music, great. Movesets, when they're put effort in, very good. But it's just like, you look at it and you just kind of go, why? Why did you think these things were going to work the way they were? Because they didn't. And what is happening with this main game? Okay, so they have brought it down a bit, but I mean, I see the little Ram is down there. Okay, there it goes. Like, guys, what are y'all doing? This gate should have been destroyed freaking forever ago. I don't understand why there's an issue here. But anyway, yes, I talked a long time this game. I think it's just because it's the first video. I just have a lot of thoughts, and I feel like I always kind of get into a new fired up mini rampage of what was Koei thinking in this game. Oh, every time I start a new game with a new character, I just kind of have this little rant where I'm like, I just don't understand. Because again, so much of this game is very good. And like the idea of swinging constantly, that's not a bad idea. I don't dislike the idea of being able to swing forever. Like, what's weird is that again, they removed that and never brought it back up again. Like, they were just like, sorry. And it's like, okay, that in itself isn't the problem. It's the fact that, yeah, you can lose your entire combo just running from one side of the map to the other. That's dumb, you know, and they fixed it later. But then you just go, it's not that we didn't like the idea of swinging forever. In theory, that's awesome. In theory, it's fantastic to be able to swing constantly and just obliterate everybody around you constantly. That's fantastic. But just because we didn't like the Renbu system doesn't mean you have to change every single thing back and re-clone movesets. Like, what? It's just weird. Anyway, Koei is interesting. I like Koei. I think they're an amazing company. But well, actually, let me rephrase. I used to think they were awesome. Recently, they've been kind of sucking it with Dynasty Warriors 9. The way they did Dynasty Warriors 9 was pretty egregious. The content drought and then repackaging everybody as DLC. Oh my gosh. And then not even changing the movesets. That stuff is disgraceful. Like, the way that they did so much of the stuff in Dynasty Warriors 9, literally like taking Zheng Hei's claws again and giving him throwing knives, only to then literally unlock, you have to pay to get the DLC of his claws. But then what's so stupid is that his move is still throwing knives, and his special move is still throwing knives. They did that with a whole bunch of characters. They like give you a half-baked remake of their original moveset, but then you still have the old moveset. It should have been free. Everything in all the DLC in Dynasty Warriors 9 should have 100% been free. I mean, that's like what they did with Dynasty Warriors 6. Like, they actually added stuff with special, and it wasn't the full price, and it was a PS2 port. It's weird, but they did it. At least they like gave you it, and it was real content, you know. And like Dynasty Warriors 9, they give you have to pay for a battle pass, and the movesets aren't even finished. Oh, it's just embarrassing. It really is very embarrassing. All right, so we did that. We're gonna come back over here, but yeah, I'm amazed at what Koei has done. The decisions that Koei made in later parts of the franchise dumbfound me. Like, did you guys know that Dynasty Warriors, you probably didn't know this, did you know that in Dynasty Warriors 7, they literally did not release a disc of Dynasty Warriors 7 Empires? It's only available on a PS3 download, but guess whose servers are closed? The PS3. Like, so what a waste. Just make discs. Why didn't you package the discs? What's up with Koei not using English dubs anymore? They stopped on that with Samurai Warriors a long time ago. And I'm like, why did you release Dynasty Warriors or Samurai Warriors 3 only on the Wii? What the heck? Like, what is this? I don't understand what they thought was a good idea. Again, Koei just does weird stuff. They've done weird stuff in the most recent eras of video games. Like, they ran the PS2 era 100%. PS2 era was all Koei. They were releasing games every year, all for full price. If not full price, then almost full price. And there was enough content. People were not upset about it. They did a great job with Dynasty Warriors 2, 3 Extreme Legends, 4 Extreme Legends, 4 Empires, all being released within a couple of they're all within the same year or different years. They would work on a new engine as they released the expansions for an old game. That stuff is duh, but it's so smart. And they were making so much money. And everyone loved Dynasty Warriors games. People who would buy Dynasty, again, all those stupid game companies hated Dynasty Warriors games because they were all idiots and they just thought it was mindless and monotonous, but it's very fun, and they improved these games so much throughout the years. You can go back and play them and you're like, yeah, they fixed a lot of stuff with these games. So people just loves to hate on Dynasty Warriors. And I don't know why. It didn't really matter to me. So what's the way to win this? Is it just to defeat Xun Yu? Because I don't actually want to do that yet. I'm pretty sure generals pop up. Is Xun Yu actually the commander? I think Xun Yu is the commander. And I'm pretty sure in a few seconds, Sun Ce, or whoever that is that's down there, is going to get attacked by Xiahou Yuan and whatever, Xiahou Dun. I think it's both of them come back and start fighting here, which is like, well, yeah. So, but yeah, why does Koei not have voice English dubs on their video games anymore? Like, they did that long before 9. People can say that, like, Dynasty Warriors 9 has the voice acting of a stupid person, and it's true. Dynasty Warriors 9 has the worst voice acting in the series. If anyone says anything other than that, they're probably an employee who works there, and they're a joke. So, like, Dynasty Warriors 9 has terrible, horrendous voice acting. And I am going to leave this area now because I already got what I needed to. But, Dynasty Warriors 9 has the worst voice acting in all of the Koei series, but Samurai Warriors 4, which came out way before Dynasty Warriors 9, also didn't have an English dub. So, like, Koei just needs to do English dubs. Like, these game franchises sell great in America, and for some reason they're like, you know, we're not going to do a voice dub in English. And I'm like, you got to know your audience. I think what Koei struggles with is that they don't know their audience, even though they used to. They used to know their audience. They used to do things that their audiences adored, like give new content over and over and over again, and have expansions come out really quickly so you would beat an expansion just in time for a new game to come out. That stuff was sick. I don't know why they stopped doing stuff like that, because I think everyone was really happy with the system. Anyway, I've talked for way too long. I'm going to stop. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the rest of the video. Peace.
Well done, my cousin.
Well, with you and I fighting together, this will be an easy battle to win! Look at the mess they've made. Quite bold for a bunch of cowards who attack an empty castle.
You attacked the Imperial advisor. Prepared for the consequences.
Cannot beat him. I'll have to entrust that to Master Xiahou Dun. What am I going to do with you?
He's very strong. We are being forced back.
We are in a most difficult spot.
To the main camp, now!
Well, what do you say? Do you have some plan? We are waiting for you to tell us what to do now that your brother is gone.
We will build our kingdom. We must strengthen it from the inside. That is where we will start.
So then, I'll guard the outside. You can leave it to me. I'll ensure that we stay in control, while you are concentrating on Wu.
Lu Xun, you must be careful.
I have a dream I will fulfill, and nothing else will distract me from my path.